I want to say it was March 15th. The announcement for the shutdown had just occurred, and we knew that all of the problems that our community has to begin with were just going to be amplified, and we didn't know how.
When the pandemic hit, we did realize we must act, and the foundation immediately went to key donors and asked, would you be willing to step up and be the first to come in? And we had some gracious donors who did that. The foundation was able to raise about $8.5 million for the region. We came together to meet the needs of the community, to quickly respond back to the nonprofits and really address basic needs so that those nonprofits could get out and serve the community the way they needed to during the pandemic. One of the organizations that they worked with very closely was LULAC.
In the state of Washington, the Hispanic population makes up 14% of the state's population. We make up 40% of the active COVID cases. We're generally an uninsured community. Unemployment, not available. Welfare, SNAP programs, none of that's available.
And even for other benefits, there's that question with your social security number, and a lot of the times that just keeps people back from applying and from getting the help that they really need.
These are the people that walk down the street that you don't notice. These are the businesses who don't know how to stay open, but they stay open. These are the families who sit on the corners and are trying to sell fruit because they don't know how they're going to get food otherwise. Those are the people that we talk to every day. So yeah, the need is there. We reached out to the Community Foundation, and they were fast and furious at getting us what we needed. Their funding allowed us to create a fund specifically for our undocumented and migrant communities that we call the COVID-19 Immigrant Relief Fund.
My family was able to benefit from the help that was provided by organizations like LULAC. They were able to use those funds to make sure that, rent was paid, the electricity was paid, and they were able to stay in their homes.
LULAC was key. Not only were they advocating with public health about the need to reach the diverse communities, particularly the Latinx community, they did a lot of partnership to do rental assistance, help with access to food. They worked with public health very closely to help mobilize some mobile vaccine clinics. The foundation has really embraced the concept of trust-based giving, and that has been key with dealing with this type of emergency pandemic.
I've never had such an easy process as I have with the Community Foundation. It begins and ends with a conversation with them. What are you trying to do? What do you need? How can we help? And that's kind of the process.
Community Foundation also provided funds so Fourth Plane Forward could help businesses along Fourth Plane.
They have a vested interest in the community, and they want to figure out how they can help by helping us with these types of things.
So the foundation is successful because we have such strong collaboration and partnership. The foundation's role, but also working very closely in a collaborative way with our community partners, has been key. And it will continue to be key if we're going to make any meaningful change in our community.
One of the unsuspected outcomes of this COVID-19 pandemic was the collaboration between other organizations and ourselves. And had it not been for the Community Foundation funding what we were doing, we couldn't have done the work that we're doing now.
We're in the process of starting our strategic plan and really looking at using that equity lens to say, where do we want to be in the future? And we've done some good work, and let's honor and appreciate the good work we've done, but let's now take it to the next level.